We'll see if the upset can shake up the rankings in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Fighting Irish, South Bend, Indiana, beneath the Golden Dome and Notre Dame Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Pac-12, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out. It's Bridges. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. The give to the tailback. Nice move to pick up yardage. Picks his way ahead, pick up of 3, and gets it to the 20-yard line. Guys, let's take a step back and talk about Notre Dame. They start the season in the top 5, prime position to make a run. But what's the biggest danger there, Jesse?
Well, they need to avoid complacency. Top 5 tells me you've got potential. You were a good team a year ago. You got a lot of talent. But there's going to be a lot of really tough games on the schedule this year, David. So why not start early right here in week 1 and come shooting out of the cannon?
Shooting out of the cannon with a start that everybody gets to look at, see how good you are. And that first impression is really big, right? Like, you can start climbing quickly and really get a high marks in people's heads if you can start the season on a great note.
Notre Dame facing a 3rd and long, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback making checks. 3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick.
And on the first drive of the game, this defense does it again. They had 2 last week. They get another one early. This defense has been flying around, ball hawking the football.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. Gets it past the marker. On the move at the 30. Turns it on down the left side. Touchdown, Ducks! He got loose, and it was lights out after that. You know they love their track at Oregon, and when the gun goes off and he hits open field, he is headed to the tape, and he was burning by the time he hit the end zone.
And they've had guys year after year with serious track speed. They'll get you the small runs, lull you to sleep, and then boom, they make those big plays because they got big-time playmakers with speed at running back.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Here come the Irish back on offense. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. They'll leave it with him. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Guys, let's talk for a minute about Notre Dame. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster. They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Looking to fire. Firing to the right, complete. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
This Notre Dame offense carving it up. They're working with another first down. Looking to throw on first down. He slings it deep to the left. And it's caught inside the 20. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business. Notre Dame coming to the line with another first down. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Snagged out of the air. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. And he's in for the touchdown, but hang on just a second. There is a flag on the field. 5 receivers across the formation. It's 2nd and 11. Wants to go up top. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
This defensive coaching staff, they love their secondary, and they love the matchups they have. They believe they've got 5 guys at least back there that can cover one-on-one. You saw a great example of it there on third down, forcing the incompletion.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
Between the uprights, it's good. That'll bring him to within 4. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Hey, fellas, here's a final update on a clash between top 15 teams. Ohio State looked dominant in a victory that was never really in question. That offense had 0 problem putting up points, not unlike the days of Stroud and Fields and so many greats before them. No cupcakes this week, fellas. This top 15 battle was much anticipated, and at least one side can say it's a game they'll savor for.
Turning it on! Got the first down and still on his feet. Inside the 30. Past the 10. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Oregon!
Offensive line, give me a crack, I'll do the rest. How about the Jets, the speed? He just turns it on, going 70-plus to the house. What a huge play by the running back.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early. Rushes on him. And with not much doing downfield, he found his parents open in the stands and threw it to them.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Motion from the wideout. And back to the air on second down. Finds his man. It's Beard. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. Notre Dame lines up quickly. Might be calling a hot route. He's going to look for a man on third and short. He makes the grab. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
It's tough on the defense there. Third down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Wants to go up top on first down. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to keep it in the air. Quick completion on the out. Still running at the 40. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels.
I'll tell you, this guy has to get touches early in games. They're doing a good job of that right now. He's so dangerous once he has the ball in his hands, and I think if you're on offense, you move him around and you find more creative ways to get him involved.
Notre Dame ready to go back to work with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. Buying some time. Makes the catch. They make the stop at the 2, but he's got enough to give them a first and goal.
Nice job by the receiver on the back end there, too. He sees his quarterback on the run moving, and he just works to get himself open to give his guy a place to throw the...
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Irish! Precision blocking up front. Created the open lane, and the running back followed it beautifully.
Yeah, it's pretty easy to follow an offensive line that makes those holes and just gives you a caravan all the way to the end zone. What an unbelievable job blocking up front.
And they did tack on the extra point. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. They go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
That's the end of the period, and Oregon has the lead. One period in the books, and let's take a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. Tried to pound it on first down, now back to the line. Back to pass on second down. Flips it out to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Well, he comes up with the reception, but not a lot of room to run after that.
Yeah, and I like the QB doing this. I mean, I'm going to find ways to give him the football and see if he can make a miss. And I'm going to bet most of the time that my guy is a little bit more athletic than that defensive guy. Defense won this battle, but I like trying to get this guy the ball in space.
You want to talk about shaking down thunder from the sky. That's what they're doing here on third down. get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. So frustrating to see an offense lose track of the play clock and pick up a penalty like that. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. He's got him in the flat. He's stopped right at the 31-yard line. That's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth. The offense with a major gamble here, going for it inside their own 40. On fourth down, going to the air. Complete out of the backfield. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's fourth down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
The Ducks will have it first and 10. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So he gets stuffed on first down, and now you have the offensive coordinator thinking a little bit.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to throw it now in this second play. But what are we going to see defensively? Now that they know we're throwing, might they blitz us? Do I have to leave more guys in to block? There's a real cat-and-mouse game going on right now between these two coaching staffs.
Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. And the defense gets home and makes a play at the 37-yard line.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Finds his target down the middle. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down. And the Ducks decide to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here come the Irish back on offense. They put it in the end zone the last time they had it, and now an opportunity to really take control of this game.
You can feel the momentum shifting. If they were able to take the football here, drive it down the field, and score again, David, they would have all of that momentum on their side.
And there's nothing about momentum that you can quantify. Like, I don't understand it, but once it gets going in one direction, a lot of times it's so hard to swing it back the other direction. The momentum is real, and they got it.
They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to fire on second down. Shoots it to the left. And the pass is incomplete. Jarred loose by the hit.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
The Irish will need to move the sticks on third and long to keep this drive going. From the gun, wants to pass. Right down the middle. He's got the tight end. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And it's on third downs like this, if you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. They make the stop, but man, this senior took one right in the mustache as he fired the completion. The Irish might opt to take a shot here on 2nd and inches. Wants to throw again. He'll take a deep shot here. Grabs it inside the 15. Touchdown, Notre
exciting to watch. They've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. If this quarterback gets through his progression, David, gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Back to pass. Quickly to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play. The volley cheers going on high, and here comes the thunder being shaken down on 3rd down.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? 2nd down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this 3rd down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Looking deep down the right side. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Pedal to the metal right now for this offense. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns. Here on their 3rd possession, they're still taking shots way down the field, and why not? Give the defense credit finally. Something good happens for them to get the incompletion, but if I'm this quarterback, I'm still throwing it.
Here's a heat. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the incomplete pass lets his defense get the ball back to its own great field position.
First half being that aggressive on your side of the field, that's a different world. Like, we live in the analytics world, and I know people say go for it more often. I don't see the point in going for it on that one early in the game in that situation.
He makes a grab. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it 1st and goal.
Man, this quarterback is having a first half. He's over 200 yards already, heating up, setting up. Dude, this dude...
And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Fighting Irish.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On design runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. To the air on 1st down. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wide receiver comes in motion. They'll go back to the air on 2nd down. Finds space on the right. They got him free for a big gainer to the 43.
Who needs a 2-minute offense when you're this explosive? This offense creates the big play, completely flips the field position right away, now in a position to go ahead and score points before the half.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Fires to the big fella. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
Wants to throw again. Going for the big play. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
Well, this quarterback has really found a nice rhythm early. He's in firm control and command of everything that's happening. They've had 2 drives. They've scored 2 touchdowns. And here on their 3rd possession, he still wants to take shots. That one obviously falls incomplete. But if you're him, I would keep spinning the beam.
Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32. Looking to throw on first down. Looking for a huge play. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Stopped at the 16 after the interception, and that return has them in business.
Not all guys have the ability to break on the football, go make a play, and catch it. You play defense for a reason. A lot of the wide receivers are the ones that do most of the catching. Great job by the defense securing the INT.
We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Quarterback may change this route. He'll start this drive going to the air. Under fire. He tries to take the top off. He's got to throw a big play. Across the 40, outbound at the 41, and a big pickup has this offense on the move. He spun that wheel of fortune by challenging the call, and it does not go his way, and he loses the timeout. The offense lines up at the 41 with a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
High the chains now on 2nd and long.
Here we go. Ready, set.
Looking to fire. Quickly complete. Huge play there into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 46. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Now he'll fire back into the middle. He'll fire back across his body, and it's intercepted. He'll try to take it back at the 20. And he glides into the end zone easily, but this one might be coming back. So take the touchdown off the board. What a devastating penalty. Pass interference, waving off the pick 6. Wants to go up top on first down. Has to throw this off his back foot. Brings it in down the left side. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. The offense changing the play. He's looking to throw. Touchdown, Irish! Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, what great offensive execution. You talk about addressing a 2-minute situation and using almost all of the clock, adding to your lead and creating more momentum going into the half. Great execution by this offense.
And he splits the uprights on the extra point. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. just enough time for one final play of the half. They're looking to get the edge with this one on the toss. Spins away from the defender. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this if you're on offense. Things did not go your way there in the first half. It starts with one play. To get our confidence going, we just got to get something going early here on this drive. One play, stay aggressive. Now I think I can be even more aggressive on fourth downs because obviously I've built a deficit. My defense has got to make some plays for me too. Well, after ripping off a big-time run on his opening carry, a negative play this time around, and this is going to be key. They're going to keep giving him the ball, and they need him to have more positive plays than negative ones if they're going to win.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. They'll spot the ball at the 34 as he goes out of bounds right there. And the offense stays on the field on 4th and 1. I'm not sure they're just trying to make the defense jump. I believe they think they can get it. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. 4th down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it, but when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
Looking downfield on first down. A safe call on the wide receiver screen. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Offense gets set for second down. From the shotgun, the inside give. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
Well, the defense did a pretty good job that time on the option play of having someone dedicating themselves to the quarterback to get him down. Not enough to stop the offense from picking up the first down, though. The defense really needs to be keyed in on this because they're going to see this option play more and more as this game goes on.
Motion from the wide receiver. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And how about the work up front by that big defensive line?
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
Second down, he'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle, it's Nicholson. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up. Wants to throw on third down. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You got to be able to make that play.
Wide receiver going in motion. Quarterback touch pass on the jet sweep. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward. Let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job. Nice execution. First down.
Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
Hey, on offense, you got to know when the play's over. That one there, nowhere to go with it after he caught the football. You start trying to juke guys, you start trying to run backward. This ain't high school anymore. I mean, you used to be able to make that play years ago. You're not doing it here in big-time college football, though. Not good.
Yeah, nice coverage, and you'd like to snag that interception, but there's always a reason why these thoroughbred athletes play defense. It's usually because of their lack of hands, like you just saw.
12th play of the drive coming up, but they've got a long way to go here on third down. He wants to throw it again. He's looking deep. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Third in Africa is extremely difficult. When I know it's a passing situation, I get to rush the passer and pin my ears back. I get to put more DBs on the field to drop back and really play pass coverage. You can tell the offense was trying to force it, trying to get that first down, makes the big mistake.
Complete to the left. And he is marked out of bounds after another big gain. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Only a dozen Domers have cracked the 2,000-yard mark in receiving in a career. This guy might be the one to get to number 13.
I would say he's pretty good then. If he's putting up those type of numbers.
Lets it fly deep downfield. Broken up, incomplete, and nearly intercepted in the end zone. It'll be second down.
Love the coverage on the back end by the defense on that play. In these scramble-type situations, the quarterback's rolling out to his right. Everything breaks down, and it really gets hard on these defenders to have to stay with their man, but a good job there.
There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. Notre Dame ready to go with another first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Second down now after the sack. Trying play action. Steps away. Lets it go to the end zone. And he will score. The question now, will it count as we check out the laundry on the field? They've got a ways to go on third down from the 24 as this defense tries to force them into a field goal try. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Trying to make magic on the scramble. He's brought down at the 11-yard line, and now is this four-down territory, or will they take the chip shot field goal? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Fires into the end zone. Intercepted to stop the threat. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And this safety is a ball hawk. He's a playmaker. Not only have we seen him get involved in the running game and make tackles playing downfield, but he plays the center field position as well as anybody in college football, and you saw it right there.
They are stuck deep in their own territory and trying to get out, opening the drive from their own 3. Trying to get them a little breathing room, and they're still suffocating in their own end.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. All right, that's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
This time he doesn't get loose, and finally the defense gets him bottled up behind the line. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. After swapping ends of the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. They'll go to the ground. He stopped short, and it's fourth down. The Ducks will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. I'm not sure if he could have kicked it farther by using his knee, but it's not exactly the longest punt. Notre Dame has the ball and ready to get moving. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive, what made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
Let's go.
Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. The play action fake. He's got the back in the middle. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. Notre Dame right back to the line. He might want another play. On third and short, they'll try to throw for it. Flushed out of the pocket. Touchdown, Notre Dame! And the beatdown has ensued.
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Army pulled into town on a mission, and they're hightailing it out of here with a huge win. Veni, Vidi, Vici. I came, I saw, I conquered. And that's precisely what the Black Knights did. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there. Kevin, thanks for the update.
Well, that last play is basically a microcosm of what today has been like for this offense. Just nothing happening. Not physical enough at the point of attack. They're being swarmed. They haven't had the balance necessary.
Trying to burn this defensive back. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And this is a tough spot for the QB, man. Like, he knows he's down big and has to make big plays down the field, but also got to be smart because this defense, you can tell, bringing in extra bodies, playing the pass, maybe take the dink and dunk, let your guys make some plays because they are definitely playing the deep end.
Out of the backfield, he's open. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. Coach has no choice here. The offense has to stay on the field, down multiple possessions this late. Fourth down attempt coming. Finds him out of the backfield. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving.
And that is the advantage of having versatility at the running back position, right? It's fourth down. Everyone in the stadium thinks he's going to get the handoff, but because of his ability to catch the football, he's a weapon in the passing game. And on a critical down distance like that, comes up with a huge first down.
And the Ducks with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. Grabbed near the marker. It's Nicholson. And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the first down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Got to give this defense credit, guys, because all game long they have forced their opponent to be one-dimensional. They haven't allowed anything to happen in the passing game. As a result, we're here in the fourth quarter. They barely allowed over 100 yards passing.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Nicholson. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a first down. The Ducks want to crank the tempo. Motion from the wideout.
Offenses love the explosive plays through the air, pushing the ball down the field. And look at this. Sometimes it creates some momentum, and you want to capitalize. So you go get on the ball and get ready to run some no-huddle.
An unforced error there. They don't get the snap off in time. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. After the shower of flags, it's 1st and 15 for this offense. Wants to throw it. He wants to go deep. And is knocked away and incomplete. The defensive back staying in phase and batting it away.
You know, it's one thing to take shots early in a game when the defense may not be expecting it, but at this point, 4th quarter, you're trailing by a lot. They know you're going to do it, and the defense was expecting that one. Great job in the back end.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Here come the Irish, back on offense. The handoff, keep working on that clock. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there.
Oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose. Sometimes the ball just bounces your way, and the offense very lucky to keep possession on that one. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. You cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Makes the catch, converts on 4th down, is still on his feet. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
And this offense continuing to put up points. This game's out of reach. You know you're going to win, but still throwing the football, still finding that connection. I imagine there'll be some salty handshakes at the end of this game.
Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Single back formation, and they give it to him. They finally get a hold of him, knocking him down behind the line of scrimmage. He had been running wild.
They just haven't been able to get much going in this game. The defense has definitely had their number, and here they are late. You're asking yourself, why are they still running the football, trailing this much late in the game? But that's basically a microcosm of how this game has gone.
Here's the handoff. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Gets the back moving. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Might be changing the route. Off the play fake on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. Complete to the right. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And everybody's getting in on the fun now for this offense. From the opening whistle, they have been up and down the field. Starters are scoring. You've got backups in the game now. And I love the play calling. These guys came to your school to play in this offense to score touchdowns, so let them go do it. Make this defense prove they can stop it.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. That's taking advantage of a golden opportunity set up with great field position, and they struck quickly for the touchdown. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Leaves it with the back. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. They moved the chains on the ground last time. Let's see if they try to hit him up top. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And they're able to shove him to the turf as they stop him for a short gain. Timeout is called with just a single second left. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. That is a completely avoidable penalty. The quarterback just went into brain lock and lost track of the play clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Timeout is called with just a single second left. So now it's second and long. Leaves it with the running back. When you know you have a